What's happening, fellas? Feast your eyes on the class of 1984, born May of 1984. This is an original, super rare. Only 2,706 of these FXRS Low Riders were made. Even less of them in the candy red color with the bright gold pinstriping. And this one has been a pet project of mine for the last 5 years. I bought it from my friend Eber Morse out of New Jersey, who had it for years. And when it originally came to the shop, I had Lance, our senior Harley tech, and Bill Kelly, who was the Harley-Davidson service department manager for 17 years from the local Harley shop, start going through the bikes. I wanted to do a concourse level restoration. Well, Lance had a stroke, as you might know if you follow the channel, and we thought he was coming back. Came back for a little while. About a year later, his health was failing. He had another mini stroke, so he retired, and well, the bike sat for another year or so until one of the young bucks decided to finish the project for me. And we had Andrew, who's a FXR Sportster / Dyna guru. He rides a Dyna himself. And he worked with Bill Kelly, our senior tech, to go through this bike top to bottom. And I've been riding FXRs since 1990, 35 years. I've always had an FXR. I've usually got 2 or 3 of them in the stable here that we're working on. This one has been my pet project for a while, so I picked all the best components I could get my hands on for it. The paint job is a whole nother story. It's this is a paint job that would rival anything you'd see at Sturgis, Born Free, or the FXR rallies. It's an exact reproduction of the original paint job, right down to the 84 SB paint code, candy red paint, and the bright red metallic, and the original OEM factory decals. The decals alone cost me $170. The materials were expensive, and it was 65 hours of shop labor on the paint job. These are the original factory tins. This is an original matching numbers motorcycle, original transmission, engine cases, frame. And if you look at the VIN number on this bike, you'll see the original powder coating on this VIN number right here on the steering stem. The original powder coating is still in mint condition, indicative of a bike that's been well cared for. The original decals, the plastic decal, those are normally long gone. 45 years later, that's still intact. The original factory finish on the powder coating is excellent. But back to the paint job on this beauty. This is a museum quality show level paint job. And if you think you can get it done for less, let me know. But starting with the original mint set of tins, they were stripped completely down to bare metal. The undersides of the fenders in the tank were also primed and painted in addition to the tops. But we started with a base coat of etching primer, then 3 coats of epoxy primer, and then 3 coats of this actual original Harley-Davidson metallic gold paint code, the same as that paint code. It came from the factory. 3 coats were laid down over the tins because this is actually the base coat for the candy red paint. So the stripes were taped off front and back, and then 3 coats of the candy red was sprayed on, and then the tape was removed to reveal the gorgeous metallic gold color. And I don't know if the camera will do the paint job justice, but this is a world-class paint job done by Woody. He's one of the best in the area, phenomenal painter. The paint job, once the decal was put on, the original factory decals, 4 coats of clear were sprayed onto it, and then it was wet sanded with 1500 and 2000 grit, and then buffed and polished. So a total of 65 hours of labor. This paint job rivals anything you'll see at Mecum or any of the big shows. It's a spectacular, exact representation of the original paint job. The saddle is one that I had in my inventory for a while. It's a mint original, black with the darker gray motor Harley-Davidson seat. If you look under this seat, it's as clean underneath as it is on top. The original oil tank paint is intact, and the decals are brand new battery, as you can see. The fender is beautifully restored. This is the exact paint coat of the original, and extra care was given with a extra large protective washer and thumb screw to protect this stunning paint job that was laid down on the original factory tins. Starting at the front of the bike, Carlos, he's our lead guy when I need polishing done to show quality level. The front forks, as you're well aware, if you're in vintage Harleys, the clear coat on it fades and cracks and looks terrible, like yellow. The clear coat was all stripped down, and it was given a 3-stage, 320, 600, 800. I'm giving away all the trade secrets here, right? The guys told me not to give away our trade secrets, but I can tell you how to do the triple jump. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it, but I'll tell you exactly how we did it. 320, 600, and 800 grit, and then 3 different levels of polishing rouge, and then finish off with a hand coat of Pro 40. They look like chrome. Those are the original factory lowers that have just been restored to show quality finish. It's about 4 hours for the fork lowers, conservatively. The rims are a whole nother story. It's a full day of labor restoring one of these wheels. We had the whole front end off the bike, obviously, and the wheel was first vapor blasted to make sure there was no debris left on it, and all of the polished aluminum on it was clear coated. So that was sanded down, 320, 600, 800 grit, and then 3 layers of polish. Every spoke on this was polished, and the entire lip around to give it that beautiful shine on the most desirable set of wheels you can get for a Harley of this era. These are the original factory mag wheels. Then you tape off all of that, and it's very difficult and time consuming to perfectly tape off every spoke on this thing. So it takes a full day. It's an 8-hour job on the wheel, and then a coat of primer and 2 coats of the Harley-Davidson paint were put on. Then a brand new Harley-Davidson Dunlop tire was mounted, along with a new valve stem, and the wheel was balanced. New wheel bearings. If you take a look at the front rotor, you'll see that's a new floating rotor, stainless steel floating rotor. The caliper, the original caliper, was chromed by the previous owner, by Eber, so we left that on there. The caliper was rebuilt. Brand new brake lines were installed. Brand new master cylinder was installed. A new Harley-Davidson grip and throttle tube were installed in the original housing. The original levers are in mint shape. Of course, the new matching grip for this side here. The original mirrors are in mint shape. Eber had a pretty big inventory of FXR parts that I bought, including this set of gauges that I put this speedometer on here. The original speedometer had 30,000 miles on it. I have the title to it. The title shows 30,000. So this one has 10,000. It's in better looking speedometer. So I just used the best components, like I said, that we have. The original headlight is pristine. The cover for the headlight was brilliantly polished. It has the original Low Rider decal from 1984 on the front, still intact. New clutch cable. The original turn signals are mint. We installed a brand new center console here with the original fuel gauge and a new fuel cap. The tank is full of VP94. Smells great. Just smell of it. I love this stuff. It smells like candy. VP94, 94 octane, ethanol free fuel. The highway pegs, I had those in stock. We installed those. Those are new chrome mounts for the Harley-Davidson pegs. The original factory pegs are in mint shape. We polished the original brake lever. Going to the rear of the bike, kind of a special treat. These shocks right here. I've been saving these for a special occasion. These are the Harley-Davidson catalog motocross Fox shocks. If you look at the top, there's a Harley-Davidson logo, and if you look at the bottom, there's a Fox logo. You know, Fox is making a suspension for Buell now. They've been in specialty big twin suspension for a long time. These were made to Harley specs and were available from the Harley-Davidson catalog. So this bike was worthy of those. The struts were re-chromed. The original license plate bracket is in mint shape as the original taillight. The original wheel was given the same exact treatment, the rear wheel, as the front. Sanded, polished, primed, and painted. The original rear rotor was in good condition, so we rebuilt the master cylinder. You can see that's all brand new. You can see it has a new braided stainless brake line and a new chrome mount for actually Eber had put the chrome mount on there that came with it. So coming around this side of the bike, you can see the whole drive chain has been redone. Has a brand new chrome sprocket, brand new top of the line gold chain, brand new chrome belt guard, has the chrome covers on the side, of course the chrome struts on this side. The primary is in beautiful condition. This is I'm pretty sure this is a new primary that Lance had purchased for it. Like I said, when he had the stroke, you know, it looks brand new. So that was done probably 3 or 4 years ago, along with the new hardware. It has a Live to Ride cover on this side, has a new chrome kickstand. The original shifter is in mint shape. The original mid controls is in great shape. The original chrome inspection cover is intact. The paint on the cylinders, the heads are still have a nice shine on the original chrome. We did treat the fuel system with a new Pingle fuel petcock and a new fuel line, new coil with new heavy duty performance, 8.8 millimeter plug wires and new plugs, new rocker box gaskets. Lance had done the base and head gaskets and went through the engine. So the engine runs like brand new. The entire primary has been taken off the bike. The inner primary seals, the transmission seals, a new clutch, everything in there is like new. Of course, new engine oil, new primary chain case oil. I know the primary has been off this bike 2 or 3 times over the course of the last 5 years to get it perfected. You can still see the original Union decal on this side of the frame, 41-year-old decal, which is normally those are long gone. So original powder coating, that was all polished and waxed and touched up in a couple spots. The swing arm was repainted when we had the whole rear end of the bike off to give it that fresh look. The front, I forgot to mention, the front axle has a new chrome axle bolt on it. Coming around the other side of the engine, you'll see it has been upgraded to a Mikuni HSR 42 carburetor, which is the hot setup. I do like the CV carbs, but if I'm going to put an aftermarket carb, I really like this Mikuni carb. And it has a Screaming Eagle Harley-Davidson chrome cover with the Screaming Eagle logo and the high flow filter, chrome push rods, chrome crankcase crank cover, chrome transmission cover, chrome starter cover, chrome master cylinder cover, chrome side cover. All the chrome on the bike is in excellent condition. Just a spectacular machine. The throttle cables were replaced with braided stainless throttle cables. I'm 99% sure it has an Andrews EV27 cam in it, but like I said, when Lance worked on this years ago, when he had a stroke, we kind of lost track of exactly what he did, but the engine is tight as a tiger, and what was done by him was his last hurrah here. But Andrew took it to the finish line along with Bill Kelly's help. I'm pretty sure Jimmy got involved also. Just a total labor of love. Everybody that's worked on this bike for the last 5 years is one of the staff here, one of our team, and we've never put a time limit on anything. We're just like, do it right, do it right. Lance put the progressive fork springs in it when he worked on it. So the suspension's been done, the brakes are new, the tires are new. It's got a brand new set of Python pipes on there with maybe 10 miles on it. The new Mikuni carb, the engine's been gone through. The original powder coating is mint. It's a matching numbers diamond with relatively low miles and everything on the bike. And it's got a world-class paint job on it with a spectacular Harley-Davidson factory custom leather saddle. So it has the mid controls, the highway pegs, has the right FXRS SP style bars that you'd want on it. Everything's done on this. It needs nothing. So it's an iconic, classic, definitely highly collectible, museum quality piece that's only going to go up in value. And we've got an obscene amount of money tied up in it and time, a lot of labor. But someone's going to be a lucky new owner of this thing. Let me spin it around so you can see the chrome on the other side. My dad used to always say, buy the best and you'll never regret it. And you'd be hard pressed to find any FXR, let alone an original first year Evolution chain drive model in this kind of shape. Most of them are sold on inner circles of the guys that ride these usually have a line of people that are looking to buy them. So you're not going to find another one done up like this for sale, that's for sure. The original blonde engine cases are nice because if they're painted, they start chipping at this point after 40 years. That's the original factory finish on the engine cases combined with the new chrome primary, the new chrome kickstand, everything that's been done. It's good to go. That's the good news. The bad news is, well, after adding up the hours, there was 40 hours of labor and service. I think that's a conservative number, seeing how he didn't have Lance's or Bill or Jimmy on here, or my time on it. And I probably myself, following this in and out of the service and detail, it's been in and out of the detail shop four times, at least 4 times, including a final time today over the years, getting it to where it is now. So 40 hours of labor and service, 30 hours of labor and detail, and that's 8 hours per wheel, 4 hours to the forks, and another 10 hours to buff and polish the rest of the bike. And like I said, the underside of the fenders were painted. also. So that's usually left off in most shops. They usually just prime it or something, but it was done to a high level. So 30 hours in a detail shop and 65 hours of Woody's time going through putting this world-class paint job on it. That's 135 hours of shop labor. Most Harley specialty shops charge 175 or better. The Harley shop charges over 200. So at 150 per hour, that's $20,250 in labor, plus $4,357 for a total of $24,607 put into the preservation and resurrection of this spectacular example of a mint original matching numbers FXR. So first year Evo, plus the cost of the bike. Eber didn't give the bike away, that's for sure. He knew what he had, so I paid up for the bike. So I've got a small fortune tied up in it. The reserve will be reasonable, but I'm not giving it away. So if you want a spectacular FXR that needs nothing to add to your collection, click the buy it now, give Junior a call. We can finance it for you, ship it, and this will go up in value. Unlike you buy a new CVO Road Glide for 60 grand and it's going to be worth 30 in 5 years. Buy a new Low Rider Softail for 25 grand, it's going to be worth 12 or 15 in 5 or 10 years. They're going to drop in value for 20 years. This is a classic that's going up in value. If you don't believe me, go on to ChatGTP and punch in what I said. Punch in the exact spec that I gave you on the paint job and ask them what it would cost, artificial intelligence, or punch in NADA Blue Book value on this, and it'll come up. You'll have to Google it yourself, but if I remember correctly, it was $20,627 for a number one condition bike, and for an excellent condition bike, and it's not going to have a paint job like this on it. If you're lucky, it's something close to this. But 1984 FXRS Super Glide 2 in candy red and bright gold, first year Evo motor with a spectacular paint job, totally sorted, clean title in hand. It's got a brand new gold chain on there. Goes well with the gold pinstriping and the gold on the Live to Ride, Ride to Live side cover. So you won't find a nicer one. Unless you didn't already know, this is the last Harley-Davidson made where the powertrain was assembled by hand, not robots, and installed component by component into the frame. Whereas the Dyna was a drop-in powertrain assembly and was a lot less labor, easier to build. The frames flexed. They have the notorious Dyna wobble. This is the best handling Harley-Davidson ever made. Certainly in the first 100 and plus years of Harley-Davidson's existence, and rivals some of the modern bikes today as far as the handling and performance goes. It's like with the new tires and suspension, this thing, it's like riding a big dirt bike. It handles phenomenal. You got the forward controls, you stretch out, and it's 100 degrees out today, but it's really hot here today. I would love to take it out for a nice ride to the beach or something and not come back. It's a spectacular riding machine. Shifts flawlessly, carbureted perfectly, doesn't leak oil. It's as good as it gets, guys. So if you've been thinking about getting one, this is it, man. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.